Hello friend, Roger Christofferson here again with another first listen review. This is actually more than just a first listen review of an album. This is actually my first listen review of this band ever. I've never listened to Machine Head, ever. I mean, I've heard a couple songs here and there. I know who Robb Flynn is. I think the reason I've probably never really gotten into Machine Head is because I think the first few songs I heard from them was way back when they were doing the groove metal, nu metal thing. I really wasn't into that type of music. Still really not, honestly, at the time. And I know over time they have changed their style a little bit to more of a traditional type thrash sound, and I've heard a couple songs. But I've also seen Robb Flynn in the news a lot. He always came off as kind of, I don't know. You know how there's a Corey Taylor joke, you know, what does Corey Taylor think? And almost like a Dave Mustaine thing where he just hates everybody. I got that impression from Robb Flynn. But I love Megadeth, kind of like Slipknot. I mean, they're kind of new to my listening in the last, I don't know, 5 years. And I'm always looking for something new to listen to. I'm always trying to open my mind to new things. That's what I try to do on this channel, is get other people to open their minds to new music and, you know, let them hear my opinions on things. And I've noticed that a lot of people like Machine Head. So I'm like, why not? I'll give them a try. No reason not to. I mean, I love the style of music, so why not? I just went out and got Of Kingdom and Crown. You know, I had to go for the limited edition one with the extra songs and everything, because that's what I do. I'm kind of crazy that way. And I don't know, I'm not going to go through like song by song like I normally do, because I really am not super familiar with this band. So for me to comment on every little tiny thing would take like many listens of other albums and all that stuff. I usually, when I'm making that type of, you know, really detailed analogy, it's bands I usually know pretty well. But I will say, it's funny because Robb Flynn, I actually have that first Violence album that he played on, and I remember liking that. He didn't sing on it or anything, he just played guitar on that one, I believe. But I remember really liking that album. I haven't listened to it in years, but I really like that album. So I went into this with an open mind, and I gotta tell you, I really liked it. I really liked this album. I was pleasantly surprised. Out of the albums I bought recently, I've gotten quite a few. I don't know if I just had big expectations and they didn't live up to it, but there's quite a few that I listened to recently that, oh man, excuse me, they just did not quite reach the level, or just even close to what I was hoping for in a couple of them, actually. But I won't, there's other reviews, you'll probably hear me talking about that if you listen to any other stuff. But anyway, on this one thing I really noticed is that Robb Flynn, his singing style is all over the place. I don't know why I had it on my head. He was more of like just a screaming death metal type vocalist, but maybe that's what the earlier stuff was like. I don't know. You guys have to let me know, like in the comments and whatever, if there's some other albums I should go out and check out, or ones I should stay away from, maybe, just to get more into this band, because quite honestly, I really like this CD a lot. But his style, anyway, let's get back to that. I would describe it as like a yelling or screaming with melody most of the time. But when he sings really good, and the harmonies on this album are really good. He's got a style of his own, but I can hear influences in there from other bands. I could hear Slipknot influence in there, especially with a lot of the bending, pinched harmonic stuff. I mean, I know Slipknot's the only band that does that, but I could hear the thrash, you know, like a Testament, even Megadeth type influence. Probably Metallica too. I mean, I would assume so. But anyway, that first song, talk about opening with a killer song, the 10-minute opus there, which I guess is I didn't really follow along too well with it, but it's a concept album, so I'm sure I'll be listening to this one again, so I'll get more of the concept down. But it sounds like it's a pretty brutal concept. A lot of killing going on in it anyway. So anyway, that song started out pretty good, and there really was not a clunker in the bunch, at least nothing I would rate as a clunker. Really like track 6 on Hallowed. That one stuck out really strong. And also track 13, which is like the last one. Killer song, but I got the one with the extra 2 songs on there, which is an instrumental, which that instrumental was killer. I'm glad I got the bonus because that instrumental, it's called Exteroception. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, but that was killer. And then there was the acoustic version of the last song, Arrows in Words from the Sky. So anyway, I'm just going to keep this one kind of quick because, like I said, I don't really know much about this band. But I'll tell you what, from a new listener coming in, you tell me. I think this is a good place for me to start because I like this album. So if there's other albums you think that I would like to, let me know. Of course, tell me what your thoughts are on it. Maybe there's some Machine Head fans out there that think this album sucks, doesn't live up to their standards. I don't know. So this one should be kind of cool. I mean, it really, the feedback anyway should be really cool to hear. Just because I'm really new to this band, so like brand new to this band, so which is strange because they've been around for like what, 20, 30 years now. When did they come out? Early 90s? I don't even remember now. I know I kind of like looked it up real quick. I think it was early 90s, but anyway, long time. So as you can see, I'm kind of hyped up. I'm excited. I found a new band. I'm gonna go out and get probably all their albums. Quite honestly, I've got kind of crazy when it comes to CDs. If I buy one, I like it, I have to have all of them. So that's probably what I'll be doing. But let me know where I should start. Anyway, I'll quit babbling. Get to listen to this album because you really should. Like, subscribe, share, all that stuff I ask for because it really does help. And I'm glad to see that people are enjoying this stuff. So I'm gonna keep doing it for you and hope you'll keep liking it. Talk to you guys later.